Check out ProBoxingSupplies.com, PowerPerformanceProducts.com, and you're watching MMAinterviews.tv.
Spencer Lazara, MMAinterviews.tv. I'm here at Bama USA alongside the babyface assassin, Josh Barnett. Did you enjoy the fights tonight?
I did. I especially enjoyed watching Eric Brown from CSW win in like negative seconds. And then my buddy Chad over there winning his fight too. I've seen both of them preparing for their bouts, and it's just, they can't help but take a PC in the ring with them, so I was a little invested.
Nice to see that, have a guy that definitely looks up to you, you know, here at CSW, getting some victories.
Well, Chad looks up to me because he's shorter. That's mainly the... See? Hey, buddy, did a great job. Now, you know what this also means? That I owe him food. That's part of this whole process.
That could be expensive.
We have fight. Well, it's okay. He came back from New Zealand. The first thing I did was stuff burgers down his throat, and he did not mind.
So you have a huge fight, of course, coming up May 19th against Daniel Cormier. Where would you rank this fight? And you've had a long, storied career, fought some very tough guys, but where would you rank this fight in terms of importance for you?
All these fights are the same in importance. They're all super important. I mean, I'm no dummy. I know what the implications of all of it are, and from this fight to, say, fighting Geronimo dos Santos in Australia and so on and so forth. But to me, they all have the same importance. Kick the crap out of this guy. Do not lose. Never lose. Beyond that, there's really nothing more important.
You've got a lot of respect, of course, you and Daniel going back and forth here, but where do you feel like your technical advantages lie, and maybe what can you tell us about the matchup?
Well, you know, I two-step and sea-walk better than him, as we had a dance-off in Columbus, Ohio, which I did win. So I'm sure my running man is pretty deadly too.
What about the hand? Is that something you're going to target? Maybe do like a little Lenny grab and break, or maybe just put the forehead down?
I've been practicing my kung fu, see if I can't praying mantis his hand. So you never know.
What can you tell us? Obviously, it seemed like it went well recently in front of the athletes.
So I'm licensed here in California now. Nevada, maybe sometime here in the future. Who knows? But it went fantastic in terms of I got my license, and I feel like it's just a whole part of this moving on to that next phase for me.
What's your thoughts on Rampage just came out talking about TRT using the testosterone therapy? What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's kind of an all or none sort of thing. I don't know what somebody's testosterone was when they were 21 versus now that they're 41. So maybe when they were 21, it wasn't even as high as it is on TRT at 41. You know, I'm not against making a better human being, you know, people living longer, being healthier, and so on and so forth. I just think that it should be nobody or everybody. And it's kind of a weird gray area that just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. You know, I'm sure we would all love to have, even those of us that don't have hyperthyroid or gonadism and so on and so forth, to all have our test levels at the peak level that are allowable through any means, you know, if it was through eating broccoli or whatever, but it's not the case. So what you got to deal with it. And otherwise, then everybody is on the same playing field. But also at the end of the day, when I was fighting in the early days and it was completely lawless, I knew guys that were on, you know, bodybuilding levels of stuff, but I still beat the living crap out of them. So I know that there is a major difference between being a great fighter and being a champion versus whatever external usage you think and it's not even just what pill you take. It's a matter of what training philosophy, what new gimmick, what training mask, it doesn't matter what the thing is that you think is going to make you better. If it's not within, it ain't going to do it.
Mm-hmm. And you think that your confidence then is something, and your technical ability, that really helps you stand out?
If I've had incredible trainers throughout the years, but I think it's really been my mindset and some innate ability that have really got me to this point. And if you look, they did a whole statistics thing on the longevity of fighters, and about 7 or 8 years, it starts to take a steep decline in their win-loss records. I'm probably the oldest most successful fighter, or in terms of career-wise, out of anybody out there on the market. I don't think there's anybody that's been fighting for 14 years that's still ranked within the top 10, top 5. And I've been in the top 10 longer than anybody that's in this game right now.
Where would you rank yourself? I have you ranked number 4 right now. I don't know if that suits well with you, but where do you rank yourself?
Alpha and Omega. There is no, I am the beginning and I am the end.
Who do you think will win between Junior Dos Santos and Alistair Overeem?
Depends on how Alistair imparts his game plan. I think Junior is a fantastic boxer. He's got a lot of speed. He's got good reach and height, and he'll be able to touch Alistair. But if Alistair can put the pressure on him, change it up from his kicks to the knees to the punches, and change those distances and those timings, the ground is a wash. Alistair is superior. He's a big guy too, so if Dos Santos is under him, it's going to take a lot out of him. The kickboxing, that's where it's going to be the difference. Alistair's got to chop those legs. He's got to step, throw those knees through. He's got to time those shots, and he can't let Dos Santos pick away at him.
Yeah. What do you think about the UFC doing the all-heavyweight main card that they're doing at 146? Maybe, obviously, you won't be able. Well, maybe you will be able to be in attendance after your fight.
Cool. Fatties galore. I'm all about it. I'm one of them.
And do you think going forward, if you win that fight, there's supposed to be one more fight in Strikeforce, and then you think you would get a shot at whoever is the champion in the UFC at that point?
Anything's possible. I'm going to get a shot at a fat burger after that for sure. I might get a shot at Chad George. Yeah. I'll take shots at him all the time, even when he's not looking. On Twitter, all sorts of stuff. Josh L. Barnett, and you want to see somebody really talk smack online, that would be me.
Definitely entertaining on Twitter. Anything else you want to say, Josh?
I love my sponsors, all my fans and family, and everybody that's got my back. Brought a great crew of people out here tonight to celebrate and support Chad, and also Eric Brown, who also won tonight. That was great. And I know I don't get to come out to your events very much, Tomic. I'm sorry with all the training, but we love us some Night Vision Entertainment.
We do. It'd be nice to see you out soon. Hopefully after the fight we can get something going this summer.
Absolutely. I will go and get my colored framed clear glass, fake glasses for Tomic, and some beads and I don't know what other Hollywood nonsense, just so we can act like jackasses.
There you go. Josh L. Barnett. I'm Spencer Lazar. You're watching MMAinterviews.tv.
Bam.
Godspeed and party on.